Hi, Gina here with Peace, Love, and Homeschool, and today we're going to talk about back-to-school traditions. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today is another collaboration video. This time it's about back-to-school traditions, but we're homeschoolers, so I'm going to call it my back to homeschool traditions. This collaboration is hosted by April from The Simple Rugged Path and Lindsay from Bytes of Memory. There are a few other mamas who are participating in this collaboration, so if you would like to see their ideas on what they do for back to school traditions, it's listed in the playlist down below and right up here in the little iCard. Okay, so our back to school traditions. In the past, we've never done back-to-school traditions. For the longest time, I've rejected anything schooly, and I think it's because when I first started out, I tried to do school at home. I really did. I tried to recreate the classroom. We had an Abeka video course where my daughter listened to a teacher for several hours during the day. It was just a disaster. That does not work for a first grader. I learned that very quick. We sent the videos back and we started over. So ever since then I've tended to be more like not back to school parties, things like that. But I thought about it and I haven't done a very good job at creating traditions for our family. I don't know, I've always just kind of bucked the system, try to do things different, and I'm kind of seeing the wisdom in having traditions. I think the biggest positive about traditions is it brings your family closer together. I think it's ever since I read that book, The Life-Giving Table by Sally Clarkson, that really got me thinking about things like traditions. So I'm kind of changing my stance just a little bit on that, and I've come up with a few traditions here for our school year this year. I think it'll be good because my son's going into high school this year, so it'll kind of mark a brand new change for him. Big step in a way. So these are the traditions I've written down. I have 6 things I have listed to do the first 5 days of school. One of them we've already done, so I don't know if I'm going to find something different to do that day or what, but at this point, this is what we're going to do. The first day of school, when we're starting, I wanted to do a video on this showing you what we did instead of telling you what we did. And we're not starting school till September, and this collab's coming out now, so I decided to go ahead and just tell you what we're doing, and if I can come up with something showing later, then I'll do that, okay? So the first thing I want to do for our back to school traditions are what everybody seems to do, is take pictures, but I don't want like the traditional, we hold the sign 9th grade, take a picture like that. I want it to be more natural, so what we're going to do is take a nature walk or a hike at our state park over here. We're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from it, and it's our favorite place to go. And we may take pictures on the playground or on the trail or on the bridge over the river or over the pond or something like that. So I think we're going to do that for 9th grade pictures. Second thing I want to do, I got the idea from Googling it, and I found a blog called joyintheordinary.com, and she suggested doing, I can't remember what she called them, but it's like a time management chart. So I tried looking for a printable, and I kind of didn't like the ones that I found, so I created my own. And I'm just calling it a time management pie chart, and you can see it right here. Also placed a scripture on there to remind us, so teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Just to kind of give them an idea of what he actually does have time for in the day. It's like budgeting your time, really. So I think just like with budgeting your money, you find out you make more money than you realized. So I think he'll realize he's frittering a lot more time by seeing that he has more time than he realized. So I think that will be a good thing. We're also going to work on our schedule. Now that he's in high school, I want to have him be a lot more involved in how he wants his day to go. So I'm pretty relaxed about that. I'm up for anything as long as it gets done. Or almost anything, I should say. Thank you, Joy in the Ordinary, for the idea. And if you would like a copy of this pie chart, I have made it available. The link will be down below. It's on my website, and it is a free download. Number 3 is an action board. I started out thinking I wanted to do have him do a vision board, but I think there needs to be more to the vision board than just vision. I want to push more the action. We both have so much vision. I have a room full of stuff in here of things I want to do, and they don't get done because I'm not pushing the action into things. So this year we're going to be focusing a lot on that. Hopefully this will help us to have a super productive year. Next one I've already done, and it's actually a video on my site. If you'd like to see this, it's right up here in the little iCard, is the student interview. Back to school student interview, and I learned a lot through that interview with my son, and I think I'm just going to make that into a tradition every year, that is something we do, because you really get to see and hear what your child wants or needs for his school year. And the 5th thing is going to be a special sweet treat. Now, normally before we started our big healthy eating craze, this would have been like going out to Sonic or Dairy Queen, or going to a special little burger joint. You know, there's a really cute one up the way from us, about 15 miles up the way, that it's also an ice cream shop and things like that. I just love to take him to, but we don't eat that way anymore. And I know you can make exceptions for, you know, holidays, things like this, but I want to show my son that we can have just as good a time and just as good or better treat by trying to keep it healthy. So I found a copycat recipe, well, sort of like a copycat recipe, veganized, I guess, for lack of a better word, a veganized version of a Dairy Queen Blizzard. And it is all plant-based, no dairy in it at all. So we're going to copycat that and probably go to the state park over here and enjoy it with friends. Now, those are the 5 things I'm going to do for sure. A couple of other, like, honorable mentions are for my son's birthday, or for my whole family. Really, we've always done pancakes for breakfast on their birthdays. I might start incorporating that on the first day of school, pancakes for breakfast, because that's always fun. And we always eat so healthy, and the pancakes I make are healthy, but I think that'll be a good change, and it'll be fun to mark the new year. And I might get him a gift. It depends if I find a gift. I don't want to get him just anything, so I want to make sure that the gift is something that he can use, and it's a thoughtful gift, and, you know, something like that. So these are my ideas for homeschool or back to school traditions that we're going to start. This is going to be our first year with all of these, and I hope to continue them into the future. I may have to make a homeschool manual and put them in there to remind me. But and he doesn't know these yet. I didn't run him by him. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to doing these with him, especially taking pictures, the taking picture part. I just love to do that. I don't know, this year I really look forward to the new year. It's just, it's kind of like I'm embracing that he's growing up and dreading it all at the same time. So, but I look forward to this adventure with him, and I think it will be a great year. So thanks so much, April and Lindsay, for getting me on this traditions kick. If you haven't checked out April's channel over at The Simple Rooted Path, or Lindsay's channel at Bytes of Memory, you should do so. They're very encouraging and inspiring, especially if you are a book reader or if you want to be a book reader, let me tell you. And Lindsay and her goal setting, oh, she has really just catapulted me into want to do all these goal settings. I've been doing better. I've really been doing better. So I think I'm turning from a laid-back, relaxed person into a more of a list person and go-getter. I guess is not necessarily a bad thing, and I will miss that relaxed part about myself, but I'm seeing baby steps and getting things accomplished, and My motto on this channel, or my tagline on this channel is be the change you want to see in your children. How can my son change if he doesn't see me leading the way? And let me tell you, I am leading the way by kicking and screaming, partly because I don't want to change, but I do want to change for him. I can't tell you how much I love the YouTube Collaborators group. That Bible verse is iron sharpens iron is just constantly floating through my brain whenever I think about YouTube Collaborators or the people in it. It really has just been challenging me and encouraging to me. And if you're looking for a group like that for your channel, a group of support, please check out. I'll have the link down below as well. So I better end this because I feel like I'm rambling now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell down below so that you can be notified of any other uploads we may have in the future, which I'm planning to do more. I don't have a set schedule yet, but it's coming. Goals. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out. And do you like being homeschooled? That's the end of the interview.